Hello everyone, and welcome to the first part of this series of ranking every EToH tower of a certain difficulty. What's the best? We will start with easy, because it's the one. But anyway, what makes a good EToH tower? Well, in my opinion, like 99% is just gameplay. If you have good gameplay and not. So if you don't have good gameplay, you're bad, you're cringe. Never build again. No hate to the builders. But yeah, that's gonna be the main thing. Another factor that might play in is creativity. Like I might not like tower, but I can like respect your tower if you have creative ideas, gimmicks, or executions. But things like design and music, they won't really play a factor at all. Now I will be ranking these from worst to best, as I said, but I will be rating them a bit different. I will give every tower a score from 1 through 10. However, I will label those numbers with a tier. So you know, each tier will be a number in it. So here are the tiers. 1 out of 10 will be G tier. 2 out of 10 will be F tier. 3 out of 10 is D minus tier. 4 out of 10 is D plus tier. 5 out of 10 is C tier. 6 out of 10 is B tier. 7 out of 10 is A minus tier. 8 out of 10 is A plus tier, and 9 out of 10 is S tier, and finally, 10 out of 10 is SS tier. Now, you may be wondering for me saying that, why for D tier and A tier did I say that they were minus and plus, instead of just regular D and A tier? Well, simply put, I needed 10 tiers for the 10 numbers, and since if I didn't do that, there would only be 8 tiers, like 8 numbers, I just had to do that. So yeah. I promise, for every intro of this series, it won't be this long, but I just needed to have it this long to explain rules. Oh yeah, and lastly, this will be my opinion. This whole list is my opinion. If you like a tower that I like, that's cool. If you don't like a tower that I don't like, that's also cool. I don't need to influence you. No, you need to influence me. So yeah, now with that yapping out of the way, we can finally get to the worst tower, easy tower in EToH, which is, in my opinion, the worst easy tower. I've always said this already, but it's tower fairly simple challenges. Now to start this video off, I will say this isn't an F tier tower, so this isn't awful, but God, the main gripe for this tower, it's so boring. This is insanely boring. Probably the most boring tower in game. This just drags, honestly. Even though it's not 20 plus minutes, it drags. Feels like it. I feel like I'm in a trance when I play this tower. It's that bad. But yeah, that's just the main thing. And obviously no hate to any creators that made these towers, but especially one. But Lord, this is just so boring. Boring describes the tower perfectly. But anyway, my rating is, I give this a D minus tier, and I give it a 3.2 out of 10. Not F tier bad, there's nothing that bad, but this is just so boring. Good lord. Wait, was I recording that whole tower of 6 feet under? This is a bit like tower of fairly simple challenges in the sense that it is really boring. While I can kind of excuse this tower simply because this is one of the easiest towers in game, and I can slightly excuse. However, another bad thing is not only is this boring, it's also kind of long. So it being that long, being this boring doesn't really help. Yeah, I feel bored when I play this tower. Another trance. So my rating for this tower would be a 4.2 out of 10. Oh yeah, this is a D plus. So 4.2 out of 10. And also, another thing, when I do these, I will be saying the number score for each tower every time. But however, for the tier, like what tier is it, I will only be saying at the start. So let's say I have more than one C tier. I will be saying obviously like 5.0, 5.1 for all those. However, I will only say C tier at the first one I say, so that the video doesn't get too long. Yeah, that's it. And now, cough. Anyway, we have probably the first hot take in this video. Tower of Spiraling Heights in the bottom 3. The reason this is in the bottom 3 is because, once again, this will become a common theme throughout these easy towers. It's just so boring. This is pretty boring. I've heard this is one of the best easies in this game. No, just no. This is, again, so incredibly boring. At this point, I'm running out of things to say because how boring this tower is. Thankfully the list will get better as it go on. My final rating is a 4.5 out of 10. Wait, I'm going to void. No! Oh boy, my favorite sub-roam, Garden of E. Alright, now we have Steeple of Devil's Snare. And I will say this marks the point of mediocre towers. Like, this is where the C tiers start, like the 5 out of 10s. The bottom 3 are like 4 out of 10s and below, because they're so boring. This is a sort of like actual like fine towers. Now, one thing I will say, I can respect this tower's like eerie atmosphere. It obviously isn't scary, but it's kind of eerie, and it is short, so it doesn't overstay. But at the same time, I can't really say anything about it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this entry. I give this a C tier, first of many C tiers, and a 5.1 out of 10. Oh yikes, we are already at our second controversial hot take. Tower 0 disturbances. A lot of people also think this is the best easy, and I simply don't. Simply because I think this tower's just really boring. Okay, not really boring, but kind of infuriating. Which is arguably worse for an easy tower. If it somehow makes you like annoyed. One thing I will say before I get into it, I do enjoy, or at least respect, the creativity. Like, it has a lot of mechanics, and most of them I do appreciate. But yeah, this tower is just mainly boring. Well, no, I keep saying boring. No, it's annoying. I would not want to play this of others. I give this a 5.3 out of 10. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can land this cannon shot. Tower of Dover estimating difficulty. This is a very interesting tower for this list because this is the hardest easy tower in the game. And that means it's technically a pretty engaging tower because of its difficulty. However, I will say it is slightly annoying. Now, why is it annoying? Well, I actually do like floors 1 and 2, as well as the last 2 floors, 9 and 10. Those are probably the best floors of this tower. The main problem is just the middle floors. I find those pretty annoying. And annoying is worse than being boring for at least easy difficulty because you're naturally boring, but if you become annoying, that's hard. Anyway, I give this tower another 5.3. Same as Tower 0 disturbances, but I like this better than 0 disturbances because I'd rather play it. Wow, guys, it's Ring 3, everyone's favorite area. I love Ring 3. I love all these towers in 60. I love Tower of the Pair. Tower of the Baby. What? Tower of funny thoughts. When the funny thoughts meet. So about the actual tower. This tower is fine. Revamp definitely deserved and welcomed. Like, this revamp is fine. Definitely made it better. As we all know, it's only because full 4 now has a gameplay instead of just being 4 minutes of walking. So yeah, that's good. But the tower still is just kind of nothing, kind of mediocre. If I were to give this a rating, 5.4 out of 10. That's good. That's good. Even though this tower really isn't good, but hey, 5.4 isn't bad. That just means you're mediocre. You suck. Well, guys, we're in Ring 1. We're in 1 Ring. Iconic. Well, so peak. Tower of Anger is why the troll faces. Anyway, so this tower is pretty interesting. I think the remake does do it better. However, I am with the people who think that the remake missed the point of Tower of Anger. Oh, it doesn't feel like Tower of Anger. This just feels like a worse Purgatorial Tower. Honestly, that statement sums up perfectly. This is just a weak knockoff Purgatorial Tower. Tower's not bad, just missed the point of regular Tower of Anger. Which is... So, basically, this and Tower of Stress kind of missed the point of the original. Yeah, I hate not having much to say, but that's just gonna be it with this and rank every medium. They're mainly just gonna be boring. However, a compliment I will say, to end this on a positive note, I do like the glitter particles, like this effect. Even though it might seem complex when it needs difficulty, this tower does do it good, and I am proud of that. Good work. Wow, guys, we're in the sub room. We're in the sub room. We are in the sub room right now. We're in Forgotten Fridge, the sub room of all time. Anyway, wow, I wonder which of these two is going to be weaker. I want to be cool and different and say Super Mia's decisions. Anyway, once again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. This is just kind of okay and boring. However, I will say this. We're probably at the start of the video where the towers aren't really boring, but they are kind of uninteresting. Like, obviously, I can't talk about the challenge. That has nothing to play, but I do kind of like that. But it is really just boring. No, I keep saying it, but it is. Listen to the music. That's what this tower feels like. But hey, compliment. At least it's short, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. Yeah, just basically a tower that exists. Final rating 5.7 out of 10. Sounds about right. Yeah. Okay, what Tower of Jolly Generational Failure, Tower of Jolly Good Fun. Now, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably asking, why is this not only over Steeple Mia's decisions, but every other easy tower so far? And well, let me start off with a complaint that I'm pretty sure everyone has, is that this tower is very boring and just walking. And here's what I have to say. That statement is honestly completely true for the first 6 floors of the floors 1 through 6 of the tower. The blue floors and the yellow floors, they are so boring. Mainly walking, but still so boring. Like boring, uninspired gameplay. I completely agree with that for the first 6 floors. Now, why do I specify the first 6 floors? Well, that's because I do think floors 7 through 10 are good. They are straight up good. Floor 10 is more so decent, but mainly the red floors, 7 through 9, they are good floors of the tower. Even though most of this tower, over half, in fact, is boring gameplay, I do think floors 7 through 10 kind of save it, make it good. That's why that's honestly why it's up this high, because because this first tower that got me kind of excited and interested with its gameplay. So yeah, I give this tower a 5.7 out of 10. Same as Steeple Mia's decisions, but I got plays over Steeple Mia's decisions. Alright, watch me land this wall hop. Watch me. Oh yeah, also, yeah, I know it's late into the video, but I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry about the quality of my microphone right now. It generally sounds like I'm in the jizz closet of a Culver's. But let's continue. Steeple of Beginner's Journey. A lot of people say this is one of the best easies, and for once I can actually agree, because this is fairly short, and obviously doesn't overstay its welcome. Its gimmicks are genuinely pretty good. Now, I'm saying being positive, but why is it this low? Why is it only at number 10? Well, that's solely because I just gotta be honest. I'm not really feeling it. I can be positive and respect it all I want, but I just don't really feel it with this Steeple, unfortunately. Sad as that is. This might grow on me later, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it. This is also a 5.7 out of 3rd, 5.7 out of 10. However, I rather play this over the 2 Forgotten Ridge easy difficulties, since it is better. Okay, after this long, we are finally at our first Purgatorial Tower. Yay. and I think it should be obvious what it is. It's Tower of Promotion Evolution. Now the reason why this is the weakest, cause honestly I don't know. Just I'm not really. I am a fan of the gameplay. I don't dislike this gameplay, but once again, I just like the other three more. I just like the other three Purgatorial Easies more, as well as every other Easy we have left. But once again, this isn't bad. 5 out of 10s are not bad. It's just kind of mediocre. Doesn't really stick with me. If I were to give this a rating, I give this a 5.9 out of... No, I'm sorry, 5.8 out of 10. It's not 5.9, it's 5.8. My bad for the confusion. Alright, brothers. Now we are at the point. We are at the B tiers. We're at the 6 out of 10s. The towers that are decent. And we'll start off with Tower of Top Hat, Tower of Peaceful Happiness, and Top Hat Tranquility. Now, I am glad that they revamped this tower, in all honesty, because it was very boring. Not as boring as Friendly Simple Challenges. I will forever clown on that tower. But still, pretty boring, like second worst easy in game. However, thankfully, now that they revamped it, this is pretty decent. Like, I like its gameplay, and that's just it. It's just a fairly decent tower. Rating 6.0 out of 10. Baseline 6. You were almost okay. Now you're decent. Cool. All right. Next tower is Tower of Exodus, like from Bible. No, I'm just joking. It's Tower of Agility from the game. From the game. Yeah. We're playing Tower of Genesis. Tower of Genesis is next. Honestly, for starters, as an introduction tower, very good, I must say. This is probably the best use of walking in the tower. My favorite gameplay in the East Tower. Now, this tower, while it's a good tutorial, better than Toast and Zero Disturbances, I wouldn't really say it's interesting beyond that. Like, obviously, a beginner's go like, wow, gameplay, yeah! But other than that, again, this is pretty enjoyable. It's just, I'll be honest, I do like the first 3 floors, like the green floors, as well as floor 10, but floors like 4 through 9 is just kind of forgettable for me. Not bad, just forgettable. Yeah, if I had to rate this, I'd also give this a 6.0. However, I will say this is better than Top Hat. Yeah. Alright, for our next easy tower, again in Purgatory, we're moving out of the introductions, and we're going to a very special tower. Tower of Fidjo Soda. Yeah, Tower of Critical Damage, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Alright, for this tower, once again, pretty good. I enjoyed its atmosphere and its design a lot. Gameplay is also pretty solid. It's just, this one kind of annoyed me. Like in the later floors, it is pretty annoying. Even as someone who's been in soul crushings when I first tried this tower, I did struggle. I know haha's funny skill issue, but I don't know, it was just kind of annoying. Even though I do respect this tower a lot. My rating would be a 6.2 out of 10. Once again decent, that's nothing to scoff at. And starting our top 5 in this game, once again being another Purgatorial Tower, and our last Purgatorial Tower in this video, Tower of Buttons. Now, why it's above better than the other 4 Purgatorial Towers? I mean, the 3 Purgatorial Towers. It's simply the best. It's simply best use of gameplay. I think the buttons mechanic is cool. However, I will say, biggest complaint, this is pretty bad. It's very long. Like it drags out quite a bit. That's the only reason. It probably would rank to 7 out of 10 if it wasn't this long. But yeah, that's really the only thing, because I don't think the mechanics are overused. I think they're used fairly well. It's really just the length. Apparently they're updating towers to make them shorter, and this is one of them, and I enjoy that. But as of now, my rating is a 6.6 out of 10. And good, decent tower, yeah. Next is Steeple of Barbecue. And at number quarter, we have Steeple of Mystical Marine. Once again, I do enjoy the gameplay of this Steeple. You almost just feel like it feels like a good advanced easy Steeple. Well, I mean, it's high easy, so of course it could be advanced, but I mean, the gameplay is pretty hard here, but for an easy difficulty at least. but I feel like it is rewarding. Like, this is a good skill booster for beginners. I do enjoy that. As well as it being also short, which is good, a positive. I don't know. The reason it's not in the top 3 is because, well, the top 2 are simply just better. But for number 3, I guess I just like number 3 more. Oh, this isn't far behind it. For ranking, I give this a 6.7. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.7 out of 10. Right. Starting our top 3. Yes. Tower of a simple, annoyingly simple time. Now, as much as this is clearly better than the original, but I'll be honest, I think this and the original are kind of the same. I think of them both the same, really, as high B tiers, higher end B tiers. However, here's a crazy thing. I used to rate this as like a high 7 out of 10. Look, I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. I know I'm stupid, but this tower is still pretty decent. Not really a good tutorial tower, but since Purgatorial release, this is just a good tower now. So yeah, not much else I can say really. It's just a quality tower. I give this a 6.9 out of 10. You almost made a 7 out of 10. You fail. Haha, you fail. And unsurprisingly, at least I think it's unsurprising, the 2 Steeple Spire Horizon steeples, they make the top. They both encompass the top 2. At least I hope it isn't surprising. I bet one guy was hoping Spiraling Heights will be first. Lose. Anyway, Steeple of Golf Course, number 2. So since I might as well, I'll get my one kind of complaint out of the way. The gameplay itself, not talking about the wacky ball game gimmick, but like the gameplay platforming itself, it is kind of weak, I'll be honest. I guess I enjoy it, but it's just compared to the ball gameplay, which I'm about to say, the ball gameplay is really well executed, really fun. I don't think I was bored a single time through the ball gameplay, but I was kind of bored a few times during the platforming. That's really why it wasn't number 1. But number 2 still isn't bad, since I do really like it. If I give this away, I give this an 8. This will be an A- tier, but it's a 7.9. So it almost made A+, which is good. But now let's talk about number 1. And number 1, surprising probably a lot of people. I went up the wrong way. No. We have Steeple of Zips that pop. Okay, this being the best easy tower originally kind of surprised me, because on the difficult chart this is low, mid, easy. Like, not even mid easy. Like, I used to think the higher end easy would be better. No, this is the best for me. Honestly, this is really good. This is really, I really love this tower. This is the only easy tower that I could probably say I love. Like, Steeple Golf Course I really like, but this one I basically love. Like gameplay is very well executed, as well as the gimmicks are very well executed. Like this Pogs one is a little scuffed, but it's only for that section. It's good. I really like the gameplay throughout this whole steeple, both platforming and the gimmicks, which is something Golf Course they really do right. Not do I do well, but this steeple it's so fun and a perfect introduction to Steeple Spire Horizon. My final rating of this video and of this tower is an A+ tier, and I give it an 8.7 out of 10. Very good. Very good. Tasuke, you did good. You did good. You made the best easy tower. Good for you, Tasuke. Good. And with that, we finally made it to the end of the video. This is my tier list of every tower I've talked about. Now, for this series, I must say I will not be going over classic versions of towers, legacy towers, monthly towers, or custom, like special event towers. As well as I will not be covering any mini towers in the series, because I really have nothing to say for any of them, except for Fortunately Not Tower, because that tower sucks. But yeah, here's every tower in the list. Once again, this is my opinion. So this was my tier list. If you have your own tier list, that's fine. Thank you all for watching. Next video will be me ranking every medium difficulty. And yeah, that's it. Have a day. My voice hurts, God.